Hello there. Quick, what's the worst performing country at warfare in the 20th century? Everyone knows. It's Italy. The poor old boot-shaped country is everyone's favorite punching bag. Bad tanks, bad doctrine, and way too much dependence on spaghetti. Their failings are inevitable, right? Well, the Great War Redux mod recently updated to not only give Italy tons of content, but also a whole smorgasbord of painful, agonizing minigames and decisions to truly replicate the Italian experience. You think running out of pasta water is bad? How about socialist revolutionaries, collapsing infrastructure, and a government that basically doesn't exist? So let's take a journey back to 1910 and live the Italian experience properly. This means completely historical decision making, but also historical division organization and battle plans, all in an effort to really immerse myself in the glorious Italian experience. Like the video and subscribe to discover the pains of Italy, and to further the 100k goal of you picking all of my decisions and divisions to really torture me. Okay, here we are, Italy. Except it is the year of our Lord 1910, which means Italy is in for a bad time. The Great War Redux mod has very recently updated with loads of map changes, some equipment changes, but most importantly, tons of stuff for Italy. If you're not aware, Italy is sort of the dwarf stepbrother of the Entente, and it has a bad time, entirely because of this lovely mountainous border. We start with a massive pile of unpleasant national spirits. We are officially in the Triple Alliance with Austria and Germany, kind of. I'm sure that will last forever. We have Italian nationalism hurting our stability, active labor unions, meaning, oh god, is this a stability minigame? No, oh no, please, that's not good. Socialism support. We have a recent earthquake that is killing my population growth. Oh my god. Social unrest destroying my economy, and the southern question, because southern Italy is basically a wasteland. Sorry everyone who lives in Puglia, but it's true. We got reforms, we have massive military problems. This may be the worst military modifier in the entire mod. Look at this thing, look at the stats. Basically we're terrible. Everything about us is awful and we're on civilian economy. We have a massive focus tree, which is really nice, with a large chunk of it dedicated to the socialist possibilities of if your country sort of explodes. But we're going to be going the historical route today because we are going to be attempting to do historical divisions and attempt to replicate the standard Italy experience, one of pain and spaghetti. Despite how many billions of focuses there are, we can only do one, which is building a coalition in an attempt to fix our terrible, terrible economy. It adds 90 days to the mission fading mandate. Oh god. Yeah, okay, so we have a 274-day mandate, otherwise everything will explode. Fantastic. We do actually have claims on Austria to try and take back and make some territories, and we can reform and strengthen our country with a little bit of PP to modify social unrest. I think this is probably what we'll be spending all of our PP on in the early game. Oh no, we have to have at least 4 infrastructure in all of these to be able to do this. Okay, so I think that's what I gotta build first. Truly the entire thing is just a mess. I think I'll just focus on economy because I basically don't have one. But before we can do that, yes, hello, it's me, and not even in costume this time, I've got a little problem. It is getting harder and harder to simply use the internet these days, whether your country is blocking websites or hackers haunting you. Seriously, while researching for videos, I've had some of my sources blocked. But thanks to this video's sponsor, CyberGhostVPN, we don't have to worry about that anymore. But comrade, if this is sponsor, what about a funny costume and comedy skit to introduce? Not this time, comedy Aldra. This time it's important. VPNs are a massive lifesaver on the internet. Everywhere you go, you're being tracked. Your ISP, your work, your school, your home, your own government. Thankfully, VPNs like CyberGhost help protect your identity, routing your data through secure servers in over 100 countries. It's not just security though. I absolutely hate not being able to watch what I want to watch when I'm paying for Netflix. What do you mean I can't watch Band of Brothers? It was literally filmed here. But now I can simply change my location and watch whatever I want to watch in just a few clicks. And it works in over 40 different streaming platforms. CyberGhost works on all devices, and you can protect up to 7 devices at the same time. Perfect for sharing with friends and family. VPNs are a must right now, and I think CyberGhost VPN is easily the best choice. It has over 38 million users worldwide and 20,000 great reviews on Trustpilot, plus an incredibly easy to understand app on mobile, computer, or TV. And if you click my link in the description, you can get their best deal ever. Just $2.03 a month, with an extra 4 months for free. A beautifully specific 84% off. Plus, with a massive 45-day money-back guarantee, there really is nothing to lose. So check it out now. Back to the video. And we actually start with a pretty strong army, a combination of regular infantry, broken up brigades of infantry, which is really interesting. We'll talk more about that later. Regimento Bersaglieri, which I can't train or edit, yet only have 2 infantry battalions in, making them completely useless. Alpine regiments and Ascari. So the problem here is it looks like they have made historical templates for the individual, like, regiments, but you can't play with them because the enemy are going to be using division sizes like this. So we'll talk more about this when we make our historical division design in 1914, but we basically just can't use these regiments, even if they are relatively accurate. It just doesn't work. You just die. I will be doing amalgamation. Looks like we're getting lots of events to do with the socialist upheaval in our country. We're going to lose political power. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have any PP, are we? We're literally just never going to get that. Oh, radicalization. We're getting daily socialist support. Oh man. Aha, Ferdinand. Up you go in that plane. Like a little mini game that doesn't actually have a UI window. We have fading mandate, yes, but we also have the revolution and a balance in the PSI. Not 100% sure exactly how this works, but I'm just going to pick the option that gives me stability every time because stability is everything. Oh, this is interesting. It's the 10-year anniversary of Umberto I's assassination. Umberto took power in 1878 after his father died, and he would be king now, or rather, in 1910, except he was assassinated because of growing discontent at home. And it's interesting to think about an old history where he wasn't assassinated because his mother was an Austrian princess. And that's one of the reasons they created the Triple Alliance, because of the dynastic connections. So maybe Italy would have joined the Central Powers properly if he hadn't been assassinated. Maybe. We can now start to reform the country by increasing teachers' salaries. Basically just all about education. This is very funny. I'm just going to pick the ones that give me the most economic bonuses. Like this one gives me stability. I need stability. This is army experience gain. I don't really care about that right now. And these 2 are just research speed. I mean, still useful, I guess, but let's do stability. Yeah, let's get universal male suffrage. Everyone can vote. Hooray. We can finally do our first uplifting of Campania. Very nice. It just removes a lot of the problems and gives us a bit of stability. Not a bad little minigame. And the bill has failed to pass, destroying all of my political power. Okay, that's kind of annoying. You suck. Removing 60 days. The government is toast. The centrists want Giolotti back. No, you suck. Well, at least this means we can finally start to think about our economy. Prevent the smothering of motherland industries. Look at all these things. Wow. Very cool. Basically, it's all about tariffs. We must adjust our tariffs higher to ensure the safety of our economy. Ooh, and we get infrastructure in Puglia. That is worth noting because I'm currently building infrastructure. So I don't want to waste places that I'm building it, right? A failed anti-war strike. Some of the more radical individuals against the idea, such as Benito Mussolini. Oh God. No thank you. Nothing ever happens. And Giolotti is now our leader. Okay. And we're fixing everything by, I don't know, trying to improve the economy. I'm hoping to build the infrastructure bit by bit. It's a nice little minigame. Oh God. Giolotti's House of Cards. We have support members of parliament, with 254 being needed to avoid a government collapse. Oh God. Okay, so we get missions of Giolotti's House of Cards, Tides of Progress, and Tiring Support. His success will be decided by our actions as Prime Minister. Hovering over the actions to see what actions are needed to get your preferred successor. Oh man. So we have a series of tays, and then we will lose support, and if it goes below 254, we explode. Okay, so I'm going to immediately cancel this focus because this one, if you go Gentleman's Game, it makes the mission fire 10 days slower. I'm assuming forever, so we desperately need to do that. Yeah. Oh, and there we go. The media campaign for a Libyan war. You have to start the war before the Balkan War starts, or this mission will run out. Okay. Modify social unrest. The drums of war beating loudly. Wow. Nationalists demanding we start a war with the Ottomans. It will fire every 30 days until we send an ultimatum. Once we deliver an ultimatum, all negative political power debuffs will be removed. Okay, so we have to attack the Ottomans. Okay, and the war opportunity window is actually like 2 years, which is surprisingly heavy. But I guess we'll wait for the invasion for the historical date. All relations with Turkey breaking down. We just don't want to cause a world war. Like, just don't destroy everything for it. But like at the same time, gimme. Okay, there's a whole section of decisions for preparation with the invasion. Okay, we can prepare for naval landings, getting better time. Oh, +3 naval invasion capacity. Good, because Great War Redux limits you to only 2 divisions. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Extra attack. Invite military staff. Okay, so I want to do all of these as soon as I start attacking, because these are only relevant for a little while. This is pretty cool. Oh no, hang on. I have to do these and then I get this. Right, so I need to do these as much as possible. Effects when removed. And I want to do this one last because it has a limited time. Okay. Oh, French are going for Morocco. I think that means we also need to get some more Africa. Italy was really concerned about expanding its overseas colonial empire, kind of just because everyone else did already, and Italy formed quite late in the 19th century, and they were like, well, we want some too. They failed in Abyssinia and only got this little stretch, and then we get to take Libya. Funnily enough, it didn't actually gain any oil until quite a bit later, so from their perspective at the time, it really wasn't that valuable. Oh yeah, we're doing some deals with the mafia, 100%. I should probably get my navy together, shouldn't I? I'm literally just not ready at all. Okay, it's time for the ultimatum. Let's go. It takes 5 days and then we should be at war with them. I've got 5 divisions invading in the west. I think this is roughly about where the historical plans were, just trying to take the ports and surrounding tiles, and then I'll do more naval invasions for the ports of Derna, Tobruk, and Benghazi, all the while trying to move more forces over. I have a very big navy, which is very nice, and I've got all of the bonuses that I could possibly need. I think we're good. Oh, they've offered a deal. I like we're just like, give me Libya. The problem is, we don't just want Libya, we were also using it as an excuse to rally our country. Nationalists need war. Sorry, mate. Wartime. We can bomb the islands, which is amazing. We're going to definitely do that. We can shell the Libyan coast. We've done new naval guns. We didn't do that. I didn't know I was supposed to do that. That would have been great. Are there coastal forts here? There are no coastal forts, so I don't think I really care. Maybe that's for like multiplayer. Ooh, damn. Okay, so they actually do have quite a lot of divisions here. That's not good. Oh god, Austria is pressuring us to sue for peace. So we do have a limited amount of time to do the war. Oh man, this is actually kind of hard. Don't worry, France backs us. Never mind. Go away, Austria. And victory. Sweet, sweet victory. Okay, let's immediately get some horsey boys and try to cut this off. Running out of supply. It's killing me, but we just did take Homs. Very good. Just try to put some forces here. Come on, baby. And we're going to begin some new invasions to the east. By the way, I didn't make any new divisional templates because there's no information anywhere that I can find about the infantry organizations in 1911 for this war. That's because they were basically just individual brigades of a pretty simple system that's exactly the same as this. It's pretty accurate to this. I'm going to do most of our main designs in 1914. Just absolutely overwhelming the Libyan forces here. Oh, it's beautiful. We're completely out of supply, but it is working. I'm also going to do other naval invasions to the east. I don't know what the criteria is for me winning. I'm assuming just beat them into a pulp, but we'll find out. Ooh, we can also go to partial mobilization, so it's okay for us to finally start building some factories. Thank goodness. Oh, we have a port. We have a port. Ladies and gentlemen, we got them. There's actually a lot of troops here. I'm having to do really careful little invasions, and I have managed to take this bit. I don't quite know how I get here. Oh, this is a direct connection to the Senussi order. Okay, so now I can invade the Senussi order. Oh, these are crossings. Oh, that's really cool. If we get over here, I can cross all the way there. Damn, that's some really good detail. Why doesn't Basehoy have this? Continental drift theory. Get out of here with that crazy witchcraft. What's next? Tobacco isn't healthy? Okay, we've just got a 15% malice for a year against the Ottomans, I guess because of the terrain problems, but we are actually winning pretty handily. I just need to, get west. Don't quite know how. Oh, I could do convoy raiding, couldn't I? What am I doing? Yeah, let's do convoy raiding right here. Control of the coast matters so much. Look at that. Just invaded around them. Oh, that's fun. Oh, the Ottomans have massacred our troops. That's it. Oh no. We were playing nice guys before. Now we're gonna get mean. This whole desert crossing thing is so sick. It's so cool. There's like so many little bits you can push in. I like this a lot. Hell yeah, massive success. They also call for us to make naval landings in Albania and kick the Ottoman garrison out, which would cause mass revolts across the Turkish Balkans and lead to the collapse of their empire, though it's completely unfeasible. I mean, I could try, right? I could just do that and see what happens. That could be kind of funny. I don't know if it necessarily works, but we could give it a go. Oh, I can take the Dodecanese Islands. So if I control them, we will demand a temporary occupation of them in the peace treaty. So I have to take Rhodes and the Dodecanese. Okay. Oh, what? The Treaty of Lausanne. It's over. But I didn't ask for that. Oh, it's because I took the last port. Oh, that sucks. Italy have to return Rhodes in at least 600 days. So I didn't even get a chance because I did so so well. That kind of punishes me. It'd be nice if it told me that peace would happen once I took the last port. I thought the little African Sanusian areas would be something I had to take, but no. I wanted roads. Lame. There's a new little mini game to put down the Sanusians. These guys are like desert partisans, so we're going to attack Gendarme. Attack Sanusi positions in Gendarme. We have at least one division in the state. Okay. Hey, Mussolini's in jail. Get wrecked. I'm sure he'll stay there forever. I'm being hit back by the Sanusians. This is terrible. How are you actually supposed to fight them? They're kicking my ass. And they just constantly are on the offensive, whereas I have to wait on a timer, and then I'm not allowed to click it if they're attacking me. And it doesn't tell me where the attack is coming from. Please. The Triple Alliance has been renewed. We will definitely stay true to that. No problem. I've also made Savari units. I didn't ask for them, but they're basically just a whole bunch of irregular cavalry. So I guess, to be honest, I will put them in this area for the border regions. There's the Balkan War, but to be honest, I can't even look at it because holy crap, this is terrible. We're just getting wrecked by the Sanusians. I cannot win. Like, the border war happens, and I have the best divisions I have, and they just instantly beat me almost. I don't know what to do. Try as I might, I cannot prevent Giolitti's resignation because support for him has just collapsed. I'm pretty sure I was supposed to be able to keep him because in real life he didn't resign until 1914, but I just couldn't get the focuses order right. It was just too hard. This was really challenging. And it looks like I have completed the wrong focuses. Oh man, no. Estrema destra, like father, like son. So I have not got the historically correct focuses. I'm just going to have to play as best I can, but I was truly struggling because it's very unclear how you're supposed to get the right people in. It kind of just didn't tell me, so I guess I'll figure it out. Okay, it would appear I've got the extreme right faction in power and not the regular right-wing faction. That's annoying. Oh, I definitely wasn't supposed to do these focuses. They don't have any descriptions. Oh no. There's poverty in the south. Be cool. Everything will be fine. We can economically invest in Balkan countries to counter Austria. Yes, an excellent idea. This is perfect. Oh, and there's the second Balkan War. Bulgaria, you're just so greedy. You got all this territory, but it wasn't enough. We're just kind of working through and trying to fight Sanusia bit by bit. It's going okay. I'm trying to be as historical as I can. Oh, situation in Northern Epirus. Greece has taken it. I'm pretty sure we have to do a liberation of that. It's like just this bit. I'm trying to remember my history memory. I'm trying to make sure I don't accidentally mess up and do an ahistorical thing because things have already gone a little bit weird with Alberto Boglio in charge. Oh, and there it is, the July crisis. Austrian claims for repatriations against the Kingdom of Serbia. We've started getting mills together and we're just going to watch because this isn't something that really affects us for a bit. What happened historically is that Italy was officially supposed to be part of the Triple Alliance. We sort of bitched out and didn't join. Oh, and our government has collapsed as well. What? Putting us... Wait, hang on. Has our focus has completely changed? Well, I don't know that one. It doesn't seem to have completed a focus, but okay. Oh, the conservative comeback, essentially of the destra. Oh, is it pushed us back in historical? It's pushed us back onto the historical path. Yes. Okay, cool. Thank you. There it is. We're in an awkward situation because we're supposed to be bent, but the Triple Alliance is defensive. We will be quiet for a little bit. Oh my god. Brutality of war versus Italians. 60% war support loss. Oh my god. We're getting mills together. We are neutral. Nationalists support Germany. Left attempts a series of reforms. Oh no. Here comes the crazy push through Belgium and through the Ardennes. Germany's favorite move. Can they get to Paris? And with the focus reorganize the Bersaglieri, I can finally actually make my divisions because this is the thing that allows me to actually edit the template. It said it did, but it hasn't unlocked it. Oh, I gotta pay 15 PP first. Okay. I have to wait 10 days to be able to equip them with bicycles. Alrighty, whatever. There is woefully little information about the actual designs of the Italian army, mostly because the Italian army didn't really organize their troops in divisions. Instead, they were in regiments, which were grouped into broader corps. But we're having to make some approximations, like we do with all the other World War I videos. So this is the infantry division that we start with. I never said that the infantry divisions of Italy were in 2 brigades of 2 regiments, so we are correct here. Because everything was on the corps level, the support elements of the corps would help out individual divisions, and you can't have only artillery groups that fight in combat to help out. It doesn't work like that. So we have to break down and add extra artillery to a division that shouldn't really be there to represent the total amount of firepower. An individual division themselves had 5 batteries of artillery, which would really only be about 15, which would represent a support field gun. However, there were actually a mix of specialized forces like cavalry, artillery, and heavy artillery. So as to best represent that, we're going to keep the field gun and add in 1 support field gun. The cavalry recon, I think it represents the specialized cavalry forces that supported divisions, and of course the engineer company being quite literally mandatory, and it representing the beginning of entrenchment. So this is pretty simple and boring, but this is just the infantry division. It does get changes later on, as you will see, and we're going to call the basic infantry division the Marios 231 after a lovely YouTube member. A thing to note, however, is that I have found some evidence that there were heavier infantry divisions, and these were often grouped under like really special generals. I found some members of the royal family who were leading them, and maybe that's why they were heavier, but we're going to make a duplicate, give them a really cool little symbol, and basically the main difference is that alongside regular artillery guns, they also had howitzers. They actually did get some measure of additional artillery. So I think I'm just going to represent that by adding in howitzers directly. So these are slightly beefier units. And this heavy division is going to be called the Gaetan, after another recent patron. We also have to make the Reggimento Bersaglieri, and these are kind of interesting. These were basically sharpshooters, meant to be sort of like semi-elite forces, but also like mobile forces. It's a bit unclear what their exact purpose was. In World War II, these divisions were the ones who became motorized divisions. They were generally organized by a corps with 3 divisions, and at a regimental level with 12 total regiments, so a division itself should be 4 regiments. And I've worked out it's about 3/4 infantry division, 1/4 bicycles. Annoyingly enough, they didn't really have much in the way of artillery support, except for, I guess, little bits of like machine guns, which I guess I could represent with support field gun, because I guess they were meant to be fast movers. They wouldn't really want to have emplaced heavier artillery. But we will give them the Rangers for the additional movement bonus to represent the fact that that's kind of what they're supposed to be, all about being as fast as possible. And of course, the requisite engineer company. And there we go, the Bersaglieri. I'm going to keep the name because it's just such a specific, special name. But we're going to get rid of Regimento because these are division sized. And finally, the cavalry division, which is really just an amalgamation of different cavalry regiments that unfortunately has a whole chunk of infantry in them. Not quite sure what I'm supposed to do with this because, you know, I'm going to completely lose all my speed because there's infantry, but their sources do indeed say there are specific infantry regiments allocated. So I guess we're at walking speed. That and a support field gun, and there you go. Changes happened in 1916, but in the meantime, we're going to start to allocate our forces to these 3 or 4 different kinds. There were only a very few assault infantry, so the vast majority will become the regular infantry. And finally, the famous Alpine divisions. These were basically just slightly smaller formations of specialized mountain-trained troops with some support artillery, rangers to represent the increased experience and familiarity of the mountains, and engineers. No real line artillery because they weren't really able to bring that up to bear, but they did have a lot of support artillery, so I'm going to also give them support howitzers to represent that additional firepower. Oh no, it puts us over the forces limit. Oh dear. Start research of our new land warfare facility for some chemical warfare, and it's the Christmas truce. It is December 1914. Lines have settled pretty static. They've taken Calais. Oh my, and they're going for Boulogne-sur-Mer. We are also preparing to join the war because it hasn't happened until July, but I'm beginning to do the focuses to build the 4 lines, the Tagliamento line. This is the defensive line I think is this. It's sort of like the resistance along here, and also most of the fighting happens along here. That's where we'll be putting most of our forces. We've even got a supply hub built for the focuses. Oh god, a massive earthquake in Abruzzo. 30,000 dead. Oh my goodness. Thankfully, we are starting to get some mill factories though, and I think it's time we start thinking about putting our boys on the line. Oh my god, there's a whole thing of war preparations. Oh my god. Stockpiles of money, food, and fix internal issues. That's so cool. Liberal monetary policy, and it actually gives us more budget and more food. Okay, very nice. It's now time to begin our negotiations, because Italy tested the waters. We're going to negotiate with Germany and negotiate with the Entente. We shall first seek to make our demands in France to the Central Powers. We shall seek the right of the wrong of the Tunisia humiliation and expand Italian East Africa. Germany said yes yes to everything we've demanded. Oh my. What? They've all said yes. Interesting. Oh, they're putting conditions. They need proof of our loyalty. A land transfer of Tyrol in Trieste. What? That sounds fishy. Go away. How dare you, sir? Looks like Russia is just absolutely collapsing in the north, which is interesting. And the German-French line has developed into a bit of a static position, but we are now negotiating with the Entente. We should also keep up our doctrine, artillery support and line 20%. And this is our position. We're building up some initial forts, which represent like the early trenches, I think. There's no real trenches in this mod, unfortunately, but this is the best we can do. We have decent supply, which is great. It's just a lot of troops on this border. I do not like it. We have territorial demands. Oh yes, will they give us guns? Please. I can just like ask for more and more things. This is really cool. They say no. Okay, not cool. There we go. We're going to get a variety of territorial gains. We have signed the Treaty of London, which means we can officially sign the Treaty of London and join the war. Our forces are ready on the border. We do not have many troops. We're very, very low on guns. Like, I have basically no guns, so I'm pretty concerned, but we'll do our best. All right, here we go. It's time for the war. Battle plans are all set up. The Garde, we have joined the Entente. So the initial attacks were, the Austrians pushed very heavily into these mountains, and from our end, we were involved in the Battle of Isonzo, which is basically trying to push towards Trieste. So we're going to be attacking with our heaviest forces possible, alongside reinforcing with a bit along this area here. But oh my god, look at this. This is terrible. We've got these cavalry forces, and they're going to be our quick reaction force, I think. And their whole purpose is to quickly react in the event that, you know, we collapse like we're about to here. So we have a war score. Our current war score is 0. How well we are performing. High performance will ensure all promises made to us by our allies are not broken. Low performance may mean that they don't give us everything, and then causing a government collapse or civil war. We need to inflict casualties, have successful naval operations, and control victory points. Okay. I'm guessing we're going to gradually lose budget. Oh my god, we really are. That's bad. So we need to be constantly buying guns. Oh god. Modify food supply, then add 40 days to domestic pressure. Jesus Christ, this is crazy. Definitely think we need to be going down this route as much as possible because, oh my god, there's so many good bonuses here, including an Isonzo offensive, which we should probably rush. But, oh man, getting hit here. Fragile support for the war. Jesus Christ. Oh, Austria has now launched a massive offensive. Whoa, 25% attack bonus. Oh my god. And Austria has shelled Venice, and they've raided my shipments. What? I didn't get any defensive that. There was nothing I could do. Oh no. I guess I'll do the Isonzo offensive, which gives us a nice big pile of offensive bonuses, but I don't know how I'm going to make it work, man. Look at this. We ain't got nothing. We're getting wrecked. Everything's getting worse and worse. Oh god, exports are collapsing. All of this is happening way faster than I can possibly imagine. There's the Battle of Verdun. Well, that's not good. That means the Germans have actually made a pretty good push. Over in the east, it's not looking great. There's a huge breakthrough against the Russians. Oh, like 20 divisions have been encircled. Come on, guys. Oh god, we can deploy the Carabinieri to the front lines, who are basically like military police. We'll deploy them with machine gun posts to prevent any soldiers from retreating. And it actually does give us army org regain. That's basically the Soviet no step back thing, right? Oh god, look at that. There's actually railway guns hitting me. I just can't do anything. I cannot do any kind of offensive attack because we're just getting obliterated. They're just too strong. Although this bit's very weak. Could we maybe try this? Could we hit this little chunk of territory, please? Yeah, no. It's also bloody mountainous. How are we supposed to get through? Oh my god, what? We just got completely pushed back instantly. Why did that happen? No, but why? I was holding. I think I just got reinforced memed. We do at least have some levels of forts here, but let's just try to get some more. Oh my god. One thing I specifically did not research was hand grenades. I found some specific references that infantry formations did not have sufficient allocations of hand grenades, so I'm now going to start to research it, but it was important to me that I didn't have it until the war started. You kind of need hand grenades to take trenches. It looks like I do need to try to keep up my war support because it keeps ticking down from social unrest, and that's going to cause my relationship with my labor unions to collapse, which means they're going to overthrow me. Oh my god. We do now have guns spare, which is great, so I might take a couple factories off of guns and put them onto support equipment, and maybe we could start to actually recruit some more divisions, please. Oh no, look at that. We've actually lost 10 war score because the Austrian enemy has taken a foothold in our country. Well, they just kind of reinforced me out, so what was I supposed to do? Oh, beware the tank. Oh boy. Oh, And everyone's disappointed with our war performance because we haven't achieved much. Listen, man, I'm freaking trying over here, okay? It's not easy. The only border I have with the Central Powers is a giant pile of mountains, and their country's way bigger and more industrialized than mine. What do you want from me? You could do something. You're on a static line. And Britain's over here chilling. Repetitive offensives damaging my morale. Come on, I'm doing my best. I've got like no soldiers. I will take a territory because they have like no supply here. Whoa, what? Did they just join the Entente? The US just joined the Entente. It's March 1916. That's a little early, my guy. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Whoa, what's this? Antonio Salandro's poor handling of the Great Wars caused all political support for him to rapidly decline. What? No, don't collapse. My government. God damn it. Oh, finally we can attack Sanusia. We've been helped. Let's get them, boys. What? Why'd you white peace them? We were killing them. What? You just peaced out. No, I was gonna eat them. There's the Great Arab Revolt. I guess that probably has something to do with it. Oh no, I should have been doing the Grand Guerra focuses. These would have slowed down the horrible collapse of my government. Oh, why didn't it tell me to do this? I need to be told. I've been too busy focusing on historical divisions. No, Herbert Kitchener. No. Is this it? Am I finally about to take a single tile? Maybe? No, they reinforced. Ah, man. Oh, there's the Romanians joining the Entente. I always find this really funny because they join the Entente and then immediately get destroyed because they never defend the Bulgarian border sufficiently. Russia's getting wrecked as well. At least we can now start to slowly claw back against the problems with our entire country. Oh, the US has relayed a full message from Germany for negotiations. A historical choice. It may not suit our claims, but it might lead to the end of the Great War. I feel like I'm having the quintessential Italy World War I experience. I am dying in droves, attempting to take a single tile in the mountains, or dying in droves attempting to take a single tile by a river and losing. I beg of you, help me, someone. All right, Franz Josef has died. Everything's gonna be fine. Peace talks have collapsed. Probably could have expected that. I just want one tile, man, please. Standard Italy experience. Inflation rate is now 150%. Okay. Oh, 20% consumer goods. Oh, we get little chunks of the Ottoman Empire. How kind of you. Thank you. And we lost 2,000 soldiers in an avalanche. These events are punishing. And there's the January Revolution, meaning Russia's about to collapse. Implementing price, wage, and rent controls due later. I don't think they did that later. Do we want to betray the Treaty of London? No, we will stick to the Treaty of London. We are good boys. Oh, and it's 1917, which means we do need to add a little bit more to our kind of heavier divisions, because at this point, assault divisions were formed, the Reparto de Assalto, and essentially this means that they were more dedicated stormtroopers. So they gained stormtrooper sections, which really only just gives you a nice chunk of breakthrough and soft attack, which is pretty helpful. And later on in the year, they gain flamethrowers as well. Interestingly, though, I do find specific references that the assault divisions also had bersaglieri, which I guess would really mean that they should have some bicycles. So I'm going to put some bicycles in. It basically just makes them more expensive, which is not good, but I'm a good lad, all right? I do what I'm told. Also, they gradually gained more and more equipment like howitzers, so they did actually gain some more guns. More soft attack. Hooray. And there goes the negotiation. See you in October 1918. Bye. Finally fixing our food production issues. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna keep importing foreign food. I don't know. We're fixing it, but it still says food supply failing. Oh god, this is really, really unpleasant trying to make this work. Oh, and now there's peasant riots, and everyone says we should ban sweets. All right, no sweets for you. That'll give us more factory output, right? Contrary to what you might believe, the Italians actually did make an armored car for World War I, making them kind of advanced in that way. They made the Lancia 1ZM, and though it really only saw limited use, we're gonna make it. And it had a double machine gun. The first 10 did have a turret, but the 1ZM, which was the one that was mostly made, did not have the top turret. So we'll keep the truck design. And look, we can actually assign it to Lancia, the armored car designer, which is very cool. It had slightly up armored, and that's honestly it. And as a big thank you, we're gonna call it the Matrix Midas after a Field Marshal YouTube member. Yes, we finally took back Udine. Oh my god, we reclaimed a tile. Oh, that took 3 years. Right, we're not stopping. We're not stopping. Go straight back. We're going to continue this offensive. We can do this. We actually have a breakthrough. How is this happening? We're achieving great things. Here we go, boys. We're not going to stop. We're just going to keep going. Oh god, a peace conference. Oh no. Oh no. It's Russia gone, isn't it? Oh, it's all over. Yeah, there's the Bolshevik coup. Well, they're still at war for a little bit, but that means they're going to be out soon, which means all those Austrian forces are going to come piling in. There are so many little decisions we need to do that all cost army XP to try to make our army a little bit better. Reggio Escarto. What is our stats right now? Currently, it's still not great. Supply consumption, regain, attack. Okay, that might be why we're losing, but we're slowly fixing it. Just need to spend more XP. There goes Bulgaria. Oh my god, the Armistice Salonika. Goodbye, Bulgaria. Huge collapses in that region. And Russia and the Eastern Front, we're just not going to look at that. It looks gross. Over on the Western Front, lines are still pretty static, though battles are occurring. In casualties, we've lost 387,000. But we have inflicted 316. Okay, we need to catch up. But also 147 on Hungary. So actually, we're ahead. And we made some more pushes, taking a little bit more territory. My hope is to try to push up to the river on Marburg. And it's actually looking like I might. Okay, hello. Let's go. And there we go. I took Marburg. Okay, if I can just push to the river, I'll have the ultimate defensive line, please. And there it is. The Soviet Republic has white peaced with Brest-Litovsk. This is very, very bad because now all those forces are going to come west. So, I mean, I've taken a lot. This is pretty good, but I'm really nervous now. Oh god, I forgot to hire military high command. I've been sitting on all this PP for ages. I just gained like 20% attack bonuses. Okay, I may be an idiot. Oh, what? Germany's collapsed. There's been like a whole retreat. I didn't even notice. I didn't get an event, but Germany's completely fallen back from Belgium. They're actually getting pushed. Yes. Okay, we're all doing well. We're all going to make it, guys. It's going to be fine. And there's the influenza pandemic. How familiar. We finally have positive war score, and that's because we are actually invading territories. We're taking things. It's going well. Somehow, some way, I don't know why, but I think it's just because the Austrians have probably run out of equipment and run out of gumption. I think they also get some pretty significant malices. I mean, they have famine as well. Oh, wow. 20% org? Okay, fair enough. The Entente has finally decided to help me and is really reinforcing me in the south. Like, there must be, 80 divisions in this area and that area combined. That's pretty good. And the Austrian forces are really thinning out now. This is interesting. Okay. We can also get a few planes. The Italians didn't really make much of their own air force, but they did import the Newport 11 from France, and that's what we're doing. Trying desperately to get some. They also got some bombers at some point. I was hoping they would get a decision for that. Oh, Slovenia has popped out. Oh, what's happened here? Everything's kind of breaking apart. Yeah, Czechoslovakia just erupted. Oh, that's real good. Oh, yeah, let's go. Oh, there goes Austria. Oh no, and they also just took all the territory I took. That didn't belong to you. You've encircled me. What? Did my entire army just get encircled because this country just popped out? Excuse me? Okay, we have to really quickly take a supply hub. Oh my god. Okay, we're taking Graz. We just rush Vienna or something. Let's go. Can you imagine if in real life this country popped out and all of our soldiers that were trapped there were just forced to the west or forced to stay in enemy territory and had to starve to death and weren't just allowed to go back through the territory because we directly occupied it? Damn scripted peace deals. Oh, thank God, we were able to connect. Okay, quickly build a railway for the love of God. Right, I'm taking Vienna. I don't care what it costs. I'm taking it. This is mine. Get out of the way. No, they're collapsing. No, don't collapse. I want to eat you. Let me kill you. It's German Austria. Please. Oh, we could have capitulated them or something. All right, engage. Everyone advance. This is their full collapse now. This is it. Come on, baby. There we go. We capitulated a country, the fall of Vienna, and now we are just going absolutely freaking crazy over here. We will take Hungary. We're going to do this. We will be the ones to capitulate them. And we're pressing in from the south in Germany. We're battle planning this. Our forces are actually doing things. British Expeditionary Forces, let's go. Yes. Damn it. The Armistice Compagnie. Entente victorious. We get a few days of fighting. A few more days to cause havoc. We get 10 days. But we've taken the capital of Hungary. Let's go. We just got to get them to capitulate. Okay, we capitulated Hungary. Now that was good work right there. Look at the territory we're getting. All Italy all the time. France ain't got nothing on us. Okay. And there's the scripted peace deal. That's okay. It's how the mod is. All that remains now is to see if we get given the things we deserve. And we can now test the waters by trying to seize additional bits of territory. Because we deserve it, I think. We won the war. Now let's win the peace. And it sets our political power to 50. Okay, so I guess guess we should probably spend what we've got now, because what the hell, guys? What the hell? Let's demobilize and do all of these stupid things to try to fix our influenza issues. Now they want us to make an independent state of Fume, which is over here. And in fact, this is actually what happened. There was a free state of Fume, which is so strange. And because our war score was too low, we are forced to accept it. Okay, it becomes our protectorate. But man, what the hell? It was supposed to be mine. Oh my god, a whole new mini game of revolutionary pressure, Bieno Rossi. Revolutionaries organize, extend an olive branch. I've only got one bargaining power. Oh man. We get Austria's navy. No way. Thank you. And there it is. Postwar economy. The peace conference has struck. Is this our final territory? That's all we got. Come on. And we got a bit of Dalmatia as well. Man, we deserved way more. Apparently, I'm just working towards trying to fix my economy and stopping the revolution. I could also call for embargoes on countries. Like, I'm going to call for an embargo on France and see what happens. And it looks like I'm going to have an election in a couple months that will then be the end of the focus tree. Okay, well, this was supposed to end in an election. I wanted to see who would win, but nothing happened. I got no events, and I think the focus tree is just broken. It's supposed to auto-complete the political merry-go-round after I did the previous focus, but nothing happened. And it actually does say, thank you for playing the Italian rework. It ends here. So there we go. This is what we managed to win. We got historical territory. I think we should have ended up with more, but I just didn't get it, even though I asked for it. Thanks a lot, Entente. These were our final divisions. Pretty simple, pretty boring, honestly. Not much there. The most interesting thing is the Gaetan divisions with tons of artillery, stormtroopers, and flamethrowers, as well as a bicycle battalion. And that was Italy in World War I using only historical divisions. Thank you very much for watching. Do be sure to leave a like and a comment down below suggesting what you'd like to see in the channel in the future. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't already to hit that 100k goal, because you'll be deciding what I play. Oh god. Thank you to all the YouTube members and patrons who so wonderfully support this channel, and whose names you shall see shortly. Bye-bye. Don't forget to click my link in the description to get CyberGhost VPN's special discount just for you. The app will protect your data while you browse and allow you full access to all the block content you can imagine for only $2.03 a month. Totally risk-free, so check it out. Click the link in the description. Bye-bye.